1 hour of work equals $20. 2 hours, $40. 3 hours, $60. Linear thinking. From kids, this is the way we are conditioned to think. And this linear way of thinking just blankets everything. You see it everywhere if you look. It is quick returns, seems like. Predictable, seems like. More orderly. And what a beautiful thing, right? Now, at this point, you might be expecting me to go on some rant about how it's bad. Linear thinking is bad. And exponential thinking is better. But this isn't really about good or bad, okay? We can forget that. We can just chalk that for a moment as well. That way of thinking too. This is about your goals, your desires. And if you're an entrepreneurial type person, this way of thinking is catastrophic, brother. Absolutely catastrophic. And when I realized this for myself, oh my goodness, it hit me like a freight train, dude. This linear way of thinking when I was playing an exponential game. You don't get linear results while playing an exponential game, and you don't even realize how conditioned you are on this linear way of thinking. This gets deep, man. So this way of conditioning of 1 hour, $20, 2 hours, $40, $60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do this, and then this, and then this. That way of thinking is catastrophic. And this way of conditioning will sabotage your results without you even knowing why. Okay? Because you can't expect to get linear results while you're playing an exponential game, like the game of being an entrepreneurial type person. And it's not even about entrepreneurship. If you go into the gym, for example, and expect linear results, like I'm going to put in 1 day of work and I'm going to get X number of muscle, no. That's not the gym. That's not life, brother. That's not reality. So this way of conditioning will sabotage you without you knowing it. When you're playing an exponential game, like being an entrepreneur and building the thing you want to build, this will sabotage you without you even knowing it. So expecting linear results while playing an exponential game, this is quietly crushing people. Crushing the entrepreneur. Because unlearning this a little bit is a weird thing to do. But you want to know what the weird thing is too? The thing I learned from my own experience of building a digital marketing service online here, doing YouTube now for almost 2 years, building my coaching alongside YouTube here. You can check out the first link down below if that does interest you. But you want to know what the weird thing about linear and exponential is? Exponential is just as predictable as linear. Exponential growth is just as predictable as linear. So 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, the exponential thing is just as predictable. It's just the inputs, the returns are delayed. Dude, it's just delayed. There's a lag, okay? Shit. And man, through my hands-on experience, like I said, over the past 3-4 years here, this was a slap in the face for me. This realization, this hands-on experience of this, I'm like, oh my goodness, people need to know about this. And that's why I'm on my YouTube channel here making this video, and I'm doing the coaching stuff. Because at some point over this past year, this hit me like a freight train, man. So the lesson here is you have to unlearn the linear way of thinking, man. You have to recognize the game you want to play in terms of your desire, the thing you want to get. You have to recognize the exponential games you're playing and start planting those seeds. And when you get into an exponential game, the results are just going to be delayed. Linear, exponential, it's the same. Okay? Just as predictable. You just have to put the inputs in for the exponential one, and the results will be delayed. Okay? But you stay in the game long enough, and you will see results, brother. So you're most likely an entrepreneur if you're still watching this video. You're most likely an entrepreneur building something. And you have to recognize this way of thinking, this outdated way of thinking, linear thinking, okay? Because self-sabotage will happen when you think that way. Because your thinking doesn't match the game you're playing. It's like you're trying to play basketball, but you've been training for baseball. Like it just doesn't, it doesn't match. So self-sabotage will happen again. The subconscious blocks will keep popping up and hinder you from elevating further. You can't expect linear results while playing an exponential game. Recognize the exponential games you're playing in your life and notice your expectations around it. They're probably linear expectations, and because of that, you'll quit pretty quickly when you don't see the linear results. The gym, entrepreneurship, business stuff, sales, skill building, learning new skills, relationships.